The Gear 4 technique was introduced way back in 2016 when Luffy fought against Don Quixote do Flamingo in the Dressrosa arc. Right after, we even got to see Gear 4's subforms, including Boundman, Snake Man, and Tank Man in the Whole Cake Island arc. Since then, One Piece fans had been eagerly waiting to see Luffy level up and reveal the new Gear 5 technique. Well, it took more than 5 years, but it finally happened in Luffy's final battle with Kaido in the Wano Country arc. So Luffy's Gear 5 is the latest gear technique in his arsenal. It is the awakened form of Luffy's Hito Hito no Mi, Model Nika Devil Fruit. Welcome, fellow adventurers, to an extraordinary journey into the world of pirate legends and superhuman powers. Today, we delve deep into the thrilling realm of Monkey D. Luffy, the fearless captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. Prepare yourselves, for we are about to uncover the secrets of a transformation that will leave you in awe. So grab your snacks and set sail as we embark on this epic tale. Described as Luffy's peak, Gear 5 is the strongest transformation of the Straw Hat Pirate that he gains access to using his Devil Fruit Awakening. To overcome the powers that Kaido possessed, Luffy had to surpass all his limits, and in doing so, awaken Gear 5th. While fans haven't seen everything about its capabilities, the fight against Kaido has already revealed quite a few things about its powers. Most of Luffy's gears are something that he invented by himself over time. Gear 2nd was created after he watched CP9 use Soru for the first time, and used his Devil Fruit to pump blood in his body faster. Gear 3rd saw him pump air directly into his bones to create a giant's limbs, and Gear 4th saw him pump air into his muscles and increase tension with Haki. Gear 5th, however, is much different. Instead of coming up with some clever way to use his fruit, Luffy simply awakened it after his mind caught up with the potential of his powers. Shockingly, it was recently revealed that Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Mi is actually not a Paramecia-type Devil Fruit at all. Instead, it is a mythical zone-type Devil Fruit called Hito Hito no Mi, Model Nika. This fruit is, quite simply put, ridiculous in every way possible. Not only does it grant great freedom to Luffy and affects all those around him, but also grants him a great body of rubber. Awakening makes his powers even greater, and gives him a new transformation, which is what he ended up naming Gear 5. Luffy's fight against Kaido in One Piece's Wano arc saw him fall to the Yonko quite a few times before finally being able to defeat him for good. While losing to Kaido for the 3rd time, in particular, due to the interference of one of the members of CP0, Luffy was utterly crushed with one of Kaido's strongest attacks. Not only did he lose, but it was also heavily implied that his heart stopped beating completely. However, as his Devil Fruit awakened, Luffy's heartbeat was very different. Instead of a regular heartbeat, Luffy could hear what was called the Drums of Liberation. Luffy is quite an iconic transformation in more ways than one. Not only is Luffy at his very strongest, but the design of the form is also quite intriguing. When entering Gear 5, Luffy gains flaming hair. More importantly, the color scheme of the gear is white, as mentioned by Kaido himself. This all-white transformation spreads to his entire body, including his hair and his very clothes. So far, this is the only gear of Luffy that plays around with the colors so much. An awakened mythical zone fruit simply grants a stronger transformation to the user, according to the Yonko Kaido. However, Luffy's case is quite different. Not only does he get a new transformation, but he also gets the ability to turn things around him into rubber. Luffy has turned his surroundings into rubber on countless occasions so far, and used this skill to counter Kaido's most ferocious attacks, or to absorb the brunt of the attacks to make them do less damage to him. Undoubtedly, with Luffy's creative mind, this ability can only get better with time. Luffy is the embodiment of freedom in One Piece, and Gear 5 takes this quality of his to the absolute fullest. Luffy has been described as the warrior of liberation. According to the Gorosei, he spreads laughter wherever he goes, and fights with incredible freedom. This was seen during the fight against Kaido, where his freedom, showcased by his rubber usage, started affecting even Kaido by turning him into rubber, and even inanimate objects such as lightning bolts. Gear 5 takes Luffy's ability to spread joy and laughter to its very peak, meaning he is truly able to laugh more in this state, and put smiles on the faces of other people as well. Luffy's Gear 5 transformation is marked with an iconic laugh, and this was apparent from the very first time he transformed into this state. The more he laughed, the better he seemed to fight. Throughout the clash against Kaido, fans could see him laughing even though he was fighting a high-intensity battle, which just goes to show how important it is to his character. One of Luffy's strongest skills in Gear 5 is to manipulate his size easily without needing to pump air into his body. Luffy can grow big or small without any trouble whatsoever, and at his very best, he can even transform into a giant. This was seen during the fight against Kaido, when Luffy transformed into a large version of himself and stepped on him. Later, Luffy used the Yonko as a skipping rope, which goes on to showcase the ridiculous side of his powers again. Luffy is him at his very peak, and the strongest ability that he has in this form is absolutely devastating. Luffy's ultimate attack, called Bajrang Gun, sees him grow his fist to the size of an entire island in the sky. To make it even more powerful, the fist is then coated in advanced levels of armament and Conqueror's Haki. This attack can crush an island and even its surroundings with ease, cause tsunamis, and lead to large-scale destruction. When used against Kaido, it was able to crush his Kane Daiko technique and knock the Yonko out for good, defeating him in the process. And there you have it, fellow adventurers, the incredible tale of Luffy's Gear 5 transformation. From the introduction of Gear 4 back in 2016 to the epic clash against Kaido in the Wano Country arc, Luffy's journey has been one of growth, determination, and awe-inspiring power. After years of anticipation, Luffy has finally unveiled the long-awaited Gear 5, the awakened form of his Hito Hito no Mi, Model Nika Devil Fruit. With this new transformation, Luffy surpasses all his previous limits, reaching the pinnacle of his power. Gear 5 harnesses the mythical zone power within Luffy, granting him not only immense physical strength, but also the ability to turn his surroundings into rubber. With this incredible skill, he can withstand even the most ferocious attacks and counter with devastating force. But Gear 5 is more than just raw power. It represents Luffy's embodiment of freedom and his ability to spread joy and laughter in the face of adversity. This transformation allows him to bring smiles to others and fight with unwavering determination. So, dear viewers, as we bid farewell to this extraordinary tale, remember the unwavering spirit of Monkey D. Luffy, the laughter that defies despair, and the limitless power he possesses within Gear 5. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey into the world of pirate legends and superhuman powers. Until we meet again, may the winds guide you to new adventures. Fair winds, fellow adventurers.